Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for watching today. Today is Thursday, June 3rd, and today we're going to be talking about what is your self-image and what do you really believe about yourself. So we all in our even now throughout the day, throughout life, there's times that we're not going to have a good self-image. We're not going to believe in ourselves. I mean, hopefully all of you have been through that. Well, not hopefully. I don't think there's anybody who goes, I have the best self-image about myself, and I believe in myself from day one, from when I was a kid till today. But I can understand generally, but how about specifically about certain tasks or anything that you quit, anything that you think you didn't give it your all, anything that you felt like you just didn't have what it takes to do what you wanted to accomplish in school, in friendships, in relationships, and different jobs, different things like that? Or did you always make excuses for that? So self-image and how you view yourself is so very important. Your self-image, your confidence, the things that you think about yourself every day is very important, knowing that you can do it. You have the confidence to do it, and you have the belief that you can accomplish anything that you put your mind to. Anything that you want to succeed and have accomplishments, especially in business and in school and relationships and life, you have to have a good self-image and a good belief system that you know that you can do it. So when I think about this, I think about how powerful your mind is, how powerful, what we see and what we believe kind of comes true. Do you believe that? Like when you're thinking about it and you see it, like the term seeing is believing. Like I think about that movie, The Matrix. Do you remember The Matrix? Hopefully you saw it. And remember, what's the world? The world was what was implanted in their minds, and the reality. What's reality? What's reality to everybody is what's in your mind and what you see and what you believe. Do you see that? Do you understand that? That's what we see and what we believe in our head is our reality. And that affects our emotions. It affects our productivity. It affects our drive. It affects our success. It affects everything. So think about some things that you need to do to make sure your self-image is controlled by you. It's not controlled by other people and other situations. If you fail in something, that doesn't tarnish your belief system that you're going to succeed at something else. So I see that a lot in realtors, especially newer realtors that are embarking on a new career and want to be successful in real estate. And some of them I get deep into conversations with about their past and what they've done. And sometimes I feel the real estate is kind of a last resort. Like, let me try this now. And I've failed at other things, and I had other businesses and other jobs that I just didn't like and didn't succeed at, and then they just want to try this. And then there's agents out there that get into real estate and said, hey, I know I'm great in sales, I did well in this job, I'm great at communicator, and I think real estate is a great career for me because I can take some skills and some beliefs and the mindset I had in other industries and other jobs and put it to something that the sky's the limit. So those are just two examples of how some new agents start. But again, those are just the start, and how you keep that positive mindset, that stamina, that belief system that you can do anything that you put your mind to in real estate and sales. You're going to get there. So today I really just wanted to challenge you to think, I got to have that mindset. I've got to have that belief system that I can do it, because every agent out there, new or experienced, has the same ability, the same possibility of being very successful in real estate. No one has an advantage. It's not like if an agent came to me today and go, hey, I'm starting in real estate, I got $100,000 to invest in my business. I'm like, not going to help you. You know, you have $100,000. You still have to do the work. You can't buy your way into success. You can't buy clients. You have to get out there and do the work, and have to have the mindset and the stamina and the belief system that you're going to do a great job and you love what you do and help people buy or sell houses. I'd rather have an agent with the perfect mindset and the best mindset and the belief system than someone that walks in my door and says, I have $100,000 to invest in my business, and does not have that great mindset. And then last today, I just want to give you kind of some things to think about. 3 things that you can do almost every day to keep in a better mindset. So number 1 is you can meditate or just think or brainstorm about what's going on in your life and in business. I remember seeing it was on Netflix. It was The Mind of Bill Gates. So I'm a fan of Bill Gates. I mean, in certain aspects of his life and his success. But one of the things I saw is that they were talking to his assistant, and every few weeks or months, I don't know exactly how long, he has a little cabin somewhere, and he just goes up there, and she packs certain books, and some of the books are the same books, same motivational type books, business books. I mean, rereads a lot of the same books, but I mean, learns a lot of new things. But he goes up to this cabin just to think and brainstorm and meditate and think about things. He just sit there and think. And Warren Buffett, the same thing. I saw a documentary about him, and he spends a lot of his day just meditating and thinking and brainstorming and just analyzing things and just sitting there. So I take meditation and brainstorming and analyzing, 2 kind of different things, but basically spending time just sitting there. And meditating could be bringing your body, your mind to a more consciousness and relaxed. And then there's just thinking and analyzing things and thinking of the possibilities and the things, how to better things and how to succeed and how to make things more efficient, and just spending time just thinking. So that's number 1 things you could do. Number 2, for all the spiritual people out there, and I'm one of them, is to pray. It could be a few minutes, it could be hours, that's up to you and your personal belief system, is doing a little bit of praying, but that does, I know for myself, makes me feel a little bit better, and gets me focused a little bit of what I want to accomplish and help people, and putting my spirituality and my belief system kind of like a little daily check. And last is journal and writing things down. I have notes after notes after notes. You don't have to have a journal my journal is notes after notes in my phone of different topics. I could search them. It's not really 100% organized, like page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4. Write down. You can do that physically in a journal, but you should be writing thoughts down. Anything, your thoughts, things that you're thinking of, because if you're always trying to remember all those good thoughts you had and ideas and just anything that might be something that could benefit you mentally, physically, emotionally, business-wise, financially in the future, if you're trying to remember everything that you've ever thought, you're not thinking enough. You're not brainstorming enough. You're not meditating enough. So think of ideas like, wow, it would be nice if I could do this, or if I did this someday, maybe I'll go back to this note and I'll work on this project when I have time. Or even I go in far space, this is what I want to do someday if I semi-retire someday. These are kind of the things that I think I would like to my life and my day-to-day life to be like. So live life by design. You have to be thinking of what's coming next. and what to organize it and make it efficient and do things. And you can't do that without thinking about them, writing notes, organizing them, and that's where the journals and the note taking comes in. So those three things, I do a little bit of myself every day, is meditate or think or brainstorm, spending time to actually take the time to do that. 2 is pray, and 3 is journal and take notes and things that you're thinking about, especially when you're doing that brainstorming and meditation, and when you come up with ideas and thoughts, you should be writing those notes down of what to do. And some of them, a lot of them, you'll never get to, you'll never do, but if you don't write them down, and I have notes that things that I'm doing in my business and my personal life today are sometimes things that I thought about and wished I did 15, 20 years ago, but I never got to those. I couldn't do it at them because of what was going on in the world or my life or business or whatever. But you could write the things that you want to accomplish and what you want to do, and either projects, just like think of that, like if you have physical projects you want to do around your house. I want to work in my yard more, fix up this, I want to remodel that. If you're a handy person and do that kind of stuff, you plan. You go, okay, when I have the finances and have the tools or the help or the materials, I'm going to remodel our kitchen. It's a plan. You thought about it today. You're not starting tomorrow. You're doing these things and planning those for the future. And you go, someday I'm going to do that. Same thing with your emotions, your relationships, your business, your success. It's the same kind of thing, but sometimes a lot of people don't think that way. And when you brainstorm about doing a physical project, you have a plan. Okay, first I got to demo the kitchen. Second, I got to make sure I have all the materials before I demo the kitchen so I could get it started. And I got to make sure I have all the tools. You write down a bullet point list of things that you need to do to get to that point. So again, sorry to go a little bit longer on this, but I'm trying to make my point clear, is that you have to do the same thing about everything else in your life. You can't just jump into it and not have the tools, the time, the mental focus, the belief system, the self-image to do it without. And if you just jump in it, because then you'll fail and not get those things done. So hopefully that makes sense. So that's it for today. Have a great Thursday. Remember, use me as a resource. Feel free to call, text, email me anytime. I'll set the time aside and we could talk about anything that you want to talk about. That's it. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow at noon. Bye-bye.